Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, January 24th, 2022. And I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop here for our Monday Flosstube. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a good Monday and you are kicking off a good week. That's what I hope. I hope it's going to be a good week for everybody. There's exciting stuff coming to Happy Little Stitch Shop. So I'm very excited about it. But I hope all of you are having a good week. Let's say some hellos quickly. Hello, Lori. Hello, Margaret. You're wearing your Happy Little Stitchers baseball shirt. Great shirt. Everybody should have one. So, Margaret, we're matchy-matchy today. We're twinning today. Aren't they comfortable? They're very soft and they're comfortable. I'm quite pleased with them. Hello, Tammy P. Hello, Lisa. Don't forget to like while you're waiting. Thank you so much, Lisa. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Chris. 31 degrees in Florida. That is chilly. My shirt might be in the mailbox. Happy mail for you. Hello, Lonnie. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Tammy P. I already said hello to you. You get 2 hellos. I lost track. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Lori. So glad you are here. Lori got her shirt too. I already responded to your message. I was like, I got your message. I thought maybe I hadn't responded, but I did. Hello, Lori. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Margaret, Kim, Andy Quilter. Hello, hello. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Gayleen. Sharon, hello from Texas. Hello, Angie. Definitely a Monday. Working from home means you can't call in sick. That is kind of the downer side to that. Hello, Sheba. Melissa, hello, hello. Hello, Jen. You're wearing your new shirt too. Yay. Hello, everyone. Angela, Lori Holt. Hope ladies are having a great day. Hello, Brandy. Hello, Julie. Margaret says, I've never had a shirt of this fabric, but I like it. Yeah, I like it too. I like it as well. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Kimberly. I wore my Stitching with Lori shirt, says Lori Holt. I wore my Stitching with Lori shirt on Saturday. So comfy. And I was stitching with me. You were stitching with Lori. That's so funny. Is it weird to wear a shirt that has your name on it? I wondered that as I was packaging that up to send it to you. I was like, I wonder if that would feel weird to have a shirt that is about you. Does that feel odd? Or maybe it's just like no big deal. Hello, Susan. Tammy S. Hello, hello. Lori says this is the best group of people. I posted my first ever quilt finish in the Facebook group and so many sweet comments. Lori, I could not believe that was your first quilt finish. I saw it. I don't know if I commented on it, but I saw it. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. You even had like directional fabric that was all right, and your points looked amazing. My friend, you have a gift that you need to continue to explore. It's welcome to the club and hold on tight. I hope you have a fun ride because you have some natural talent, my friend. Sounds like I need to get a t-shirt. Yes, you do. Tammy S., your stuff just arrived. Hello, Kim. Thank you. I've learned so much from you. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not a fabulous quilter. I do love to quilt, but I've never pretended that I'm amazing at it. I always share all of my mistakes with you people. But your little tabletopper seriously looked awesome. So good job for you, Lori. That was amazing. It was really, really good. So how are you guys? How is your week going? Things are so busy. Happy Little Stitch Shop. I got my newsletter out this morning so you can get just a little snippet of everything that's going on right now. I will tell you that cookbook is starting to arrive. I have more of the collection coming today. So invoices are going to hopefully be sent this week. I'm going to start cutting right away. I'm also in the midst of getting stitch along stuff ready and stitch along invoices. My goal is to send them out at the end of this week. However, I'm a little nervous that some floss, some classic colorworks floss that I ordered for Fall on the Farm is on back order. So I'm a little nervous about that. So I have some phone calls to make to the supplier to see if any of that stuff has come in since I ordered and if I can get it here to me ASAP. So I'm working through that stuff. So I'm hoping stitch along invoices will go out like the end of this week or over the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then chicken salad, I'm hoping that's going to be my primary focus, and I'm kind of delegating to my husband some of the stitch along stuff as he has time. Uh, so it's coming. So keep an eye on your email. There are going to be invoices coming this week, and I am super, super excited about it, you guys. I'm super excited about it. Cookbook is gorgeous. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's such a fun collection. I know that this is a Flosstube, and we're kind of supposed to save quilting stuff for later, but cookbook is really pretty. It's going to be so much fun to work with. And I feel like the one chicken a week is going to be manageable. I feel like that's going to be manageable. I hope. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Can you tell? Like I'm giddy with excitement. When I start whispering, that means I'm really excited. Susan, you signed up for 2 more stitch alongs. Oh yes, we need to talk about that. I added 2 more stitch alongs to the website. How is your birthday, Tammy? Happy birthday on Friday. I hope you had a great, great birthday. Romper room. The teacher looked through a big magnifying glass, said, "Hello, Timmy, hello." Oh my gosh. That is so funny, Cheryl. I have never watched Romper Room. And once I get my bifocals, it'll be even more similar to Romper Room. Lori says, "Yes, I'm so happy cookbook is arriving." Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, Lori. It is so pretty. And I'm like, maybe a little unreasonably excited about it. Like, I don't know what my deal is, but I'm really excited about it. It's really, really pretty. I'm really excited about it. I also realized as I was filling orders this morning, um, someone had ordered wide back stitch, and so I was cutting that up. I have an insane amount of wide back stitch. So if anybody needs wide back from Stitch, please check at Happy Little Stitch Shop because we have a lot of it. But cookbook is so much fun. Oh my gosh. I've quilted one of Angela's quilts and it was impeccably pieced. Oh, Cam, you did. I was just snuggling in that yesterday. Henry loves Sabbath stitching day. I was going to take a picture because he was quite literally on my lap the majority of the day yesterday. On top of that quilt that you quilted for me, Kim. I was cuddling under that quilt and I had my stitch out, and Henry was like, "This is the best day ever. Angela, you need to do more Sabbath stitching." That's how Henry was feeling. Barbara, hey friends. Did she do one? Okay, so Barbara's saying that Vanna from the Twisted Stitcher created a Fall on the Farm border, which she also did the same. Oh, she did that for Early Americans. She created one for Early Americans as well. Christmas, Farmhouse Christmas came with a border option from Little House Needleworks, but they said specifically that they did not create one for Fall on the Farm. So Vanna Pfeiffer from the Twisted Stitcher has a border for Fall on the Farm. So you'll want to Google that and check that out to see, keep that in mind. If you want to add the border to your Fall on the Farm, start looking at that now so that you can make sure you leave enough space around your edge for that. Kara says, "I made it." Hello, Kara. Barbara, thank you for sharing about that. I love her Early American border. Yes, her Early American border is really, really fabulous. It is really. Did y'all, Lori Holt says, "Did y'all get to stitch on your Sabbath stitch yesterday?" I did, and I have some progress to share. Did the rest of you? Barbara made some cookbook project bags. Martha, hello everyone. Great to be here. Hello, Martha. I got my Stitching with Lori shirts today. Yay! I didn't get your newsletter. I signed up for it. Oh no, it went out this morning at about 11. Um, Susan, I can forward it to you and I'll check your account and make sure that you're subscribed to it. But if you're subscribed, you should have gotten it. I can't wait to do Florence and Hank the chickens since those are my grandparents' names. Brandy, that is so cool. You're probably too young to remember Romper Room, but I do. And you always make me think of that when you say hello to us. Oh, Chris. Uh, Hello, Martha. Gail. Hello, hello. You're here today. I worked on a Savior's Praise yesterday. It's hard to do just one day. I never feel like I make much progress in just one day. Yeah, I was thinking that too for myself with the Savior's Praise. And I thought, I don't know if I'm going to finish this in a year if I just do it on Sundays. Um, so I am a little concerned about that because I would like to finish it in a year. So I'll have to think about that. Um, It's on my long list. Yes, I stitched yesterday, said Lori. I stitched on my Sunday stitch, made really good progress. That's awesome, Jennifer. I'm starting my Sabbath stitch in a couple of weeks on my birthday, says Sharon. Oh, yes, supplies. Oh my gosh. I actually stitched on my farmhouse Christmas. Oh, good. I finished Amazing Grace from Heartstring Sampler yesterday. No, I stitch on Ada. I can only stitch on Ada right now, says Gail. What would be good Ada for Savior's Praise? What count do you stitch on, Gail? Do you like 14, 16, 18? Hi, Susan. Um, we just have to make sure that we could get you a big enough uh, piece of cloth for it, because depending on what you're going to stitch on, it'll be, bigger. But you can always email me if you want help with that. I'm happy to help. So, hello, hello. Let me see. It was so funny. My little one was just going to bed. I'm just going to share a quick story. She was just getting ready to go to bed and she came up to say good night to me. I was getting ready and she had built me a flower garden. And so she brought this flower garden to show me and it was beautiful. And I was telling her it was just gorgeous. She did a great job with it. And I was giving her hugs and kisses. Good night. Have sweet dreams. I love you. I'll see you later. She said, love you. And then she's getting ready to go. I said, see you later, alligator. I do this all the time. I've always done it with my kids. You guys do that with your kids or your grandkids where you do the see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile, toodaloo, kangaroo, see you soon, baboon, bye-bye, butterfly, all of those. And you go back and forth for forever. And so I did that with her. I was like, see you later, alligator. And so she's still learning, but she said, see you later, hippopotamus. I was like, okay, that's close. You got an animal, but so I said, see you after a while, crocodile. And she goes, crocodile. So she is still learning. Oh my goodness. My first time to actually make it to a live. Hello, Kathy. I'm anxiously awaiting the Be Happy Quilt Long. Yes, that is coming up too. We have so many things coming up. That quilt long, that kit has a ton of cutting to it, a ton of cutting. So I'm going to be cutting that one for until March, until we start it in March. So I'm going to be cutting that one. You did it too, Stacy. Tammy P. I finished my first charter fall on the farm and started the first one on Farmhouse Christmas. You don't have to finish in a year. My new one is so large, I probably won't finish in a year. Yeah, consider the lilies. That's what you're stitching right now, right? Um, I'm unsure. I would love to finish it in a year. Like I really do want to finish it in a year, but I'm unsure if that's going to happen. I just don't know. I love your little one stories. Adorable. She just cracks me up. She's so funny. I mean, not all the time. Sometimes she's sassy. Sometimes she's a little stink pot, but she's very funny and very cute. Like right now she's really into Encanto. I told you guys that last week. She's like singing that, wants to listen to that music all the time. So we're listening to a lot of Encanto and there's a lot of singing along with those songs. But she's really, really funny. I'm using them all the time. stories. Okay, so I have some new stuff in the shop to share with you. I have some progress to share with you, and I have two new stitch longs. So last week we had talked about, um, you guys had asked, I at the beginning of 2021, I had started this monthly stitch spotlight series where I picked a seasonal stitch that kind of went with the month that we were in, and we did a spotlight on that stitch for the month, and I put together a kit, and you know you guys were able to purchase all of that, and then that kind of dwindled away as 2021 went on. And part of that was it was really hard to estimate who was going to be interested in the kit and how many to prepare. And then I would kind of prepare enough, and then I would have too many, and so it was really hard to kind of gauge how all of that was going to go. So this year, instead, I still love the idea of doing these small, manageable single charts in a month to kind of, there's so many adorable little charts out there that are really manageable time wise, but sometimes they get overlooked because we're in the middle of stitching series stitch alongs or larger one piece stitch longs. So I wanted to try to find monthly ones that we could do each month. And by we, I mean mostly you and maybe me sometimes. So I am going to try to stay on top of adding that. So I added one for April. April will be the first one for our monthly kind of small stitch. I'm going to try to find it so that I can show you. It's called Harrietta and Company by With Thy Needle and Thread. It's adorable. It's so cute. Here it is. And so many of you have signed up for it already. So I'm super excited about that. And you get a choice of cloth. You can either do 16 or 32 count. So there's a drop down menu. You can choose which cloth you want. But this one I thought was so cute. It's called Harrietta and Company by With Thy Needle and Thread. So this is the stitch along for April. And then I added May and June. I'm trying to remember what I added now for May. It's Doodles Spring by Heart and Hand Needle Art. These are so cute. And her winter one I just got, and it made me think of the spring one, which is also adorable. So this is the monthly stitch along for May. It's called Doodles Spring. Again, you have your choice of cloth that you can choose. And then the one for June is one that has kind of been on my list for a while, and I have never taken the time to do it. So maybe in June, I will try to take the time to do it. It's called Rooster and Hens by Little House Needleworks. Look at all those little roosters and hens with the quilt hanging on the line. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So this is the one for June. Yeah, for June. So all of those are out there. Harrietta and Company for April, Doodles Spring for May, and Rooster and Hens for June. So I hope that you guys will join in stitching some of these smaller pieces with me. My birthday was great, says Tammy. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Susan. Hello, Lori Walt. Good. I'm so glad your birthday was great. I hope you had a fabulous, fabulous day. Brandy says she loves the little chart idea. I have way too many large projects that it seems I never get anything done. Bring on more smalls. Yeah, plus, along those lines, there's the satisfaction in completing something. And that's always a good boost. I think to toss in these small finishes is always a good boost for your stitching mental health, for your stitching brain. Nice, relaxing. I was celebrating my daughter and her husband's baby shower. They're expecting me. I remember that, Martha. I'm so excited for you. So excited. New babies are always such a blessing. Susan says, love Rooster and Hens. Holy cow. It's so cute. It's been on my list for a while. So hopefully I'll be able to squeeze it in. All of those are cute. Any word on Pansy Patch? Oh my gosh, I haven't done that yet. So, yes, I just need to put that out there, and we'll probably start it. It seems like April, May would be a good time to start it. So we'll probably start in one of those months. I have the reservations started out there. I just haven't published it yet. And part of the reason was because I was trying to figure out the cloth thing. They had the cloth. What am I thinking of? Um, that's not the one with Picturesque Plus. That is A Year in the Woods that I couldn't get. That all of that cloth is back ordered like a crazy amount of time. But this one I was debating about uh a full thing that everybody could stitch their own, but I decided I'm going to offer the stitch along with a piece of cloth to do individual stitches. And if you want to have stitched all on one piece of cloth, then we'll work through that on a custom basis. So you'll have to contact me by email and let me know if you want custom cloth to do it all as one. Do I have the pansy patch patterns in stock? I feel like I do have some of them in stock. Let's see. Pansy. I don't know that I have all of them, but I feel like I have some of them. Nope, I don't. I have hope, faith, peace, love, all of those seasonal ones, and then I'm trimming the tree, and a lot of those are out of stock. So I will get those. I will get them, Stacy. Hello, Valeria. Are the small projects kits? Yes, they are, Cheryl. So you will get pattern, floss, and then whichever cloth count you choose. So it will come with floss, pattern, and cloth. Full kit. Hello, Sandy. It's my other daughter from Nevada. Angela, you picked great small stitches. Thank you, Martha. Hi, Lori Hold. I'm stitching 2 by 2 for my Sabbath stitch. I'm surprised how much I get done when I stitch on it all day. Such a great time to meditate on the Lord. Great idea ahead. Fabulous. I love it. It's fabulous. So I have multiple giveaways to do at the end of today because this one was not claimed. So I have this one to give away. I have drawn a new name for this one. This one was unclaimed too. So I have a name to draw for this one. And then you guys, I have a big surprise for a giveaway at the end of today. And it's Lori Holt themed, and you're going to love it. You're going to be super excited about it. And I think I'm going to pack it with some goodies. So it's going to be like not just a small giveaway. It's going to be a little bit bigger. So stay tuned till the end so that you can see and remind me. Don't let me forget, because I can't wait to share it with you guys. I want to get those knocked out. I just fell for those patterns. The final 3 will be released until March. Okay. Susan, you do need a Sabbath stitch. Hello, Terry. Are the Stitching with the Housewives charts that were released early? Yes. So Terry, I'm going to go through those right now. Okay. So first of all, a reminder that we have our Happy Little Stitcher shirts in the shop. Here is the raglan, the vintage purple raglan. We also have the aqua Happy Little Stitcher shirt ready to ship. And we have, that one's a crew neck. And we have the vintage red V-neck ready to ship. So those are in the shop, ready to ship. Now let's get on to the new, well, I've got 2 more things to share with you, and then we'll get on to the new charts in the shop. But yes, Terry, those are listed out there. Roses are red and Calendar Crates March. And then I just saw what's coming, what I'll receive in early February, and I just ordered those. So those will be coming too in early February. Valeria got her shirt. Yay. I hope you guys will play Where in the World Are the Happy Little Stitchers? Take pictures and take a selfie and then post it and tag me so that I can see where all of the Happy Little Stitchers are. Okay, we also, as you know, have floss leagues. We have a Classic Colorworks floss league, which I'm going to show you the last 2 months. I usually share these, and I forgot to share December's. This was December's Classic Colorworks Floss League. Very Christmassy. So that was December's. You get 5 skeins of floss each month in the Floss League. We have a fabulous number of people signed up for it, and the reservations are still open, so you are still welcome to join. And here for our Classic Color Week Color Works Floss League is the January one. This was Classic Colorworks for January. And over the weekend, I was twisting February's. And it's actually that one's already bagged up and ready to go. So that was December and January's Classic Colorworks Floss League. We also have a Weeks Dye Works Floss League. And oh, Valeria, you should have your husband and you take a picture together. I almost wore my purple one, but I might have to add the red and teal. I know. They're so pretty. The red is really cool. And the V-necks. I wore my Stitching with Lori V-neck, I think last week on Thursday. And it's really nice. Like it's got a good, it's a little bit different than the raglan. So, but it's a very nice cloth. Trisha, hello. Your floss choices are always spot on. Thank you, Stacy. So here was Weeks Dye Works for December. Twisty, you can see them all. So that was December. Beautiful colors. Awesome colors, says Valeria and Martha. I did get that, Barbara, and I'm sorry I didn't respond to you. I did see it. And you know, it's one of those things that you look at it, and if you don't flag it again, then it kind of leaves my brain. So that's what happened. But that'll be awesome that you're going to wear the shirt there. I'm so excited about that. Martha says the shirts are so soft. They are nice and soft. They're very comfortable. And then here was the Weeks Dye Works for January. So go and join our floss clubs, floss leagues. And if you join now, I don't think that you will get February's, but you will be on the list to get March. This was for January from Weeks Dye Works. Such pretty blues. The navy from this one was my favorite, I think. Well, that one and what is this one? Aqua. Aqua's pretty good. And Glacial Melt. That one's pretty. They're all pretty. They were all pretty. I don't have a Gentle Arts Club, but you know, it's the new year and I'm taking requests and suggestions for what you people would like to see from Happy Little Stitch Shop in 2022. And so please, if you have requests or suggestions, please send me an email and I write all those down and I figure out what we can do in the new year. I've already heard from people a lot. Like you guys asked a lot for these floss leagues, and it took me a really long time to kind of get on board with it and do something about it. And then I finally did. And now I'm so glad that I did because it's really fun putting some colors together each month. But a lot of people have requested a fabric option, have like a neutral fabric league of some sort. So I have to look into that. I don't think I've ever seen ugly floss. That's true, Susan. Good point. I like how you sent Glacier Melt again because I need another one. Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad. I definitely would love Gentle Arts. Nobody does that, but they're my favorite colors. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. I have to try to see if I can find a supplier to do Gentle Arts. I don't think any of my current ones offer that, but I'll have to look into it. Okay, I have some really fun new patterns in the shop for you guys. So let's take a peek. First up, I got my shipment from Cecilia of Heart and Hand. Here is Big Hearted Tiny Town. Brand new release. It is listed in the shop. I was typing furiously, getting all this stuff on this morning so that it's here for you guys for our floss tube. So Big Hearted Tiny Town. That's how it looks. So cute. Next up, also from Heart and Hand, is Doodle's Winter. Very, very cute. Brand new in the shop. This is a new release from her. And then this was also a request. This is a brand new release from Heart and Hand as well. This is the 2022 Collector's Heart, um, her 2022 edition of this. So in this comes the pattern. You also get cloth and you get the cute little buttons. So this, you'll notice that when you see the pricing for this, don't be like, what is that just for a pattern? You get the cloth for it and you get the little buttons as well. So the price point for this is it's a little bit higher than just for a pattern because you're getting cloth with it. So that's the 2022 Collector's Heart by Heart and Hand. Love Heart and Hand, says Susan. Gast is beautiful floss. I'd be all over that league too. I gotta look into it. I can't give you a super chat because someone got my number. I gave it $19.99 and got charged 45. Oh no, that's terrible, Valeria. Oh, I can't stand it when stuff like that happens. I like the simplicity of the second pattern you showed. It's so cute. Doodles Winter. So that's Heart and Hand goodies. Terry, we do have the Stitching with the Housewives new ones. So here is Calendar Crates March, now listed in the shop. And this is what's going to be coming for our Calendar Crate Stitch Long, the invoice at the end of this month. You'll be getting the March invoice. We're almost done with this Stitch Along. And then also new from Stitching with the Housewives is Roses Are Red. Do they want to change out their colors for Brick House? I'm waiting for Lori to finish hers to see which colors she used. I set mine aside. I did not change out any colors, but I did not get very far with Brick House. So let me look, Tammy P, to see if there is floss as well. I don't think that there is floss, but let me look. So we have the pattern, we have the cute little buttons, and we have the piece of cloth. There is no floss. Nope, no floss. Cloth, pattern, cute little buttons. I mean, they're not cute little buttons. Oh my goodness. They're no. I just realized that I keep calling them cute little buttons, but they're not like Lori Holt cute little buttons. They're, they're little buttons that go with this stitch. I'm sure they're by just another button company. So no floss with this one. And then we have, this one was requested. It's called Schoolgirl Lessons by Little House Needleworks. Schoolgirl Lessons. I'll be at the SCS retreat. Hi, Huckleberry. What's the SCS retreat, Terry? I don't know that. SCS. Trying to think of what that could be. What size is the cloth? I don't know. It's enough for you to do this chart on it. The cloth is, look at this. I have my handy dandy thing right here. I know. Okay. Me too. Apparently, all the buttons are just cute little buttons. So sorry about that. They're not, to clarify, they're not Lori's buttons. 9.5 by 10.5 is the size of the cloth. 9.5 by 10.5. So it's a good name for those buttons. Steel City Stitchers Retreat. Oh, that's what you're going to also, Barbara. I didn't know. I love that pattern. That's what my day is. Homeschool and stitching at the same time. Oh yeah. So this is perfect then. This was a request. Who requested it? I think Connie. Connie, I emailed you this morning to let you know this is in stock. I think it was Connie. I can't remember. So, oh, Margaret, sorry. I mean stitch size. So let me look. So it's stitched on 32 count, and the stitch count is 98 by 70. So the approximate finish size, not what you're going to cut your cloth, but what the stitch is going to finish at, is 6.1 by 4.3. So 6-ish by 4.25-ish. Come on. Oh, I did it. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I did, Sandy, when I was little. My mom had a button jar. Except it was, these are all so pretty and they match all nicely. But my mom's button jar was just somebody lost a button and you picked it up and you put it in the button jar, or, it was just a collection of buttons. I remember she had there was a lot of 1970s buttons, like orange and mustard yellow and just crazy buttons. And so she had hers it wasn't like this. And I had a suction lid it was a glass jar and it had a suction lid that you popped off. I would pour those buttons out and I would play with them all the time. And my little one loves I get them out and I pour them on the table sometimes and she'll mess around with them. But this is just cuteness in a jar. That's what I keep calling it. Cuteness in a jar. Such a fun thing to have just to set out. And then, of course, I'm needing buttons all the time. I'm still adding buttons to that. So it's fun to have them right there and accessible that you can just grab them and put them on stuff. Me too, Angela. I had a tin of my mom's I played with all the time, and I still play with them when my son takes out Lori's. Lori's are so much cuter than mom's, so much cuter. But I still had my favorite ones from mom's, and sometimes the most unusual ones were the ones that I loved the most. Like I would dig through those buttons to find that one that was kind of crazy looking and not just your typical button. I have a few of them, so my grandkids will have loads of fun. Tell me about the crochet granny squares, please. Susan, what do you want to know? A club or crochet along? It's a crochet along. Starting in June. My mom's were in a divided storage tray. I have them now. Oh, I love that. They are from the clothes she made me as a child. How sweet. Okay, Susan. So the granny square along is something that Lori is doing, and it starts in June of this year. So June 2022, June 6th, actually, I think is when she's kicking it off on her blog or / YouTube. I'm not sure which one, but one or the other. And we are doing it as a happy little stitch shop community. We're doing it along with her. And so I'm collecting all of the chunky thread now. Some people are choosing to go ahead and start collecting their chunky thread little by little. So they just add some to their orders, or when they see that I've gotten in colors that they like, they go ahead and get them. As we get closer to the granny square along, I'm thinking like maybe in March, I will put out a starter kit that I'm going to offer to people. The starter kit will include things like your crochet hooks, your blocking board, your rust-free pins. It'll include like all of the supplies that you need to participate in the granny square along. So I'm going to put that together as a starter kit so that it'll be easy. You can just get the starter kit and it'll have everything in it that you need. I'm working on collecting the supplies right now for that. And as soon as I have enough that I can put a chunk of them out there, as soon as I can put the kit together, then I will post it onto the website and I'll let you guys know about it once it's there. So there will be a starter kit from Happy Little Stitch Shop offered for that. There can also be a starter bundle of thread or of chunky yarn. The trick about that is that you guys will want to choose your own colors of what you want to crochet with. So it might be best for you just to be able to go out there and get whatever colors you want. And especially since now I just received another batch, not last week, but the week before. They're all online. And we have almost all of her colors in the shop now. She has new colors releasing in June. So as soon as those release, I will get those into the shop and those will be offered too. But almost all of the colors are out there. So start collect if you're going to participate in the Granny Square Along starting in June, start collecting your chunky thread now. And as soon as the starter kit is available, I have all of the supplies to make it. I will get those made and I will get it online. And then you can grab your starter kit and you'll be all set and ready to go. When can you sign up for the Granny Square Along? I have such a heart for Granny Squares. My grandmother taught me. Oh, that's okay, Margaret. Don't worry about it. Lori says she's going to be doing tutorials on her YouTube channel and talk about it on my blog as well. So it'll be in both places. So be sure you're subscribed to her YouTube channel and be sure that you know, know where her blog is so that you can access it, bookmark it, and you can go and find it when she posts it. I've crocheted since I was little, but my mom hated joining squares, so I never learned that part. Just made a practice 6 patch. It was easier than I thought. I already have my tutorial there. Oh yeah, she does. So if you want to start to kind of get your crochet hooks warmed up, Lori has on her YouTube channel how to make her granny squares. So she does already have a tutorial out there. I've watched it and it's very good. I'm nervous. Like I'm a little nervous about it because I've crocheted before, but it has been a long time. I have I just used to make simple dishcloths and my mom crochets like crazy. Oh my gosh, she makes the most intricate doilies. They're so pretty. And so I started crocheting with her, but it's been so long since I've done it. And I started to watch the video and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't remember any of this. It was just a lot of chain crocheting that I did, and then you would just move to the next row and you would chain that. So I need to probably pull some chunky thread and go back and watch that video and start to wrap my head around how to put those granny squares together. A lot of you guys have already made a few and you are talking about how much you love it and how it's fabulous. You're having so much fun. So I'm anxious to jump back into it. Okay, so let's see. Maybe when you get the new chunky thread colors, you could have a new color section set. So the chunky thread has its own section, and you know, they're it's really easy to find. So if you go to happylittlestitchshop.com, and then I'm just going to show you happylittlestitchshop.com. If you're on your phone, you have this menu thing here. So if you click on the 3 lines that pull up the menu, and then there's a crochet menu. If you click on the crochet menu, then under that, there's chunky thread. The only sub menu under the crochet menu is chunky thread because I don't have any of the notions yet, but I have ordered them and they should be coming. And then if you click on chunky thread, everything is right there. And there aren't a ton. So it's not like I don't feel like it needs to be separated out more because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21. There are 21 different skeins out there right now. So it's out there. And the colors are so pretty. Oh my gosh, the colors are so pretty. We're making granny squares, Sandy. And I don't have that storyboard here right now, but I've shown it a bunch in the past. Lori's going to be showing us how to make pillows, how to put those granny squares together and make pillows, a granny square pillow, and potentially other things. But I know that's one of the things. Maybe when you get the new chunky thread colors. I have so many granny squares. I hate putting them together. Crocheting is addicting, says Sandy. Angela, can you explain what the Lori Holt stitch ladies means? I see you post photo, but I have no idea why. Valeria will teach me. Crocheting is addicting. You'll be hooked. You'll be hooked. I wish she kept them. As Lori stated, we will say sorry and thank her all at once. Yes, I do know how to knit, but my love is with crochet. That's what my mom did too. I have a sister who's a serious knitter. She makes beautiful Afghans, beautiful Afghans. But my mom has always been crochet. Like that's just her thing. And when we would all leave for college, she would crochet an entire gigantic Afghan. I still have mine that she made for me before I left for college. So she would work on it our whole senior year of high school. She would work on it and work on it, and work on it. And then every single one of us left home with an Afghan that she had crocheted for us. I've tried so confidently, felt like I had not enough or too many hands. Yes. So I'm super excited about the Granny Square Long. Starts in June. This is what you need to know. Go to happylittlestitchup.com, start collecting your thread colors that you want to have. And number 2, I will let you know when the starter kit arrives and when I can put that together, and I will get all of that stuff out there for you. I will get all that stuff out there for you guys. Okay, I still have some other new charts in the shop. A Year in the Woods series by Cottage Garden Samplings, The Fox. Now we are doing a stitch along for this one. It starts in March. So you will receive the invoice for The Fox at the end of February. However, some of you had requested the pattern just to be available by itself because you're not going to do the stitch along and you just want to stitch it on your own. Or some of you don't want to do the whole series. You just want to do some of the animals in the series. So the Fox is available now at happylittlestitchshop.com by itself. So the Fox is out there. Also out there is the pattern, the Swans. This is number 2 in the A Year in the Woods series. So the Swans is also out there for you to have. Wonderful keepsake. Yeah, I still have it. It's still very cozy. But she used the thread, the big what was that called? Red heart thread. I think it's red heart thread. So that's what she used all the time. So when I said I'm going to be getting some thread, and she was like, "What?" Let me feel it. She was very excited about it. So I'm hoping that she'll pick up some of the thread and start crocheting with it again. I'm an avid knitter, says Susan, but this is making me want to go back to crochet. Come and crochet with us, Susan. What is the weight of the chunky thread? I don't know. And of course, I don't have any right here. I bet it says. Let me look. Does it say in the listing online? Let me see. People have been ordering chunky thread like crazy this morning. I love it. 100% 50-gram skein. The 50-gram skein. Does that help you, Elizabeth? What a wonderful keepsake. I was knitting mittens yesterday. So cute. The cloth just pops those patterns. Oh, yes, it sure does. My mom only used Red Heart. Yes, me too. That's all she used. Not my first choice, but boy, Red Heart is made like iron. That's why I still have it from all those years ago. Okay, also new in the shop, Button Up. So I'll be honest, I must have been watching Lori's Flosstube one Saturday morning, and Lori must have been going through stuff that she has coming up, because I got a couple of the ones that she is potentially working on at some point. Oh, good. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Oh, Valerie answered. Sorry. So this is Button Up by the Prairie Schooler, and it's super cute. You guys, I wish, I'm going to have to ask my mother-in-law, because my husband's grandma painted. like, I don't know, she was a very artistic person. She could not read a lick of music, but she could play the organ in church, like, just from ear. And so she was the regular organ player at church, and she couldn't read any music. She would just listen to the song and then she could play it. And she also painted just for herself. Like she just did it for herself and her family. And so my mother-in-law has some of her paintings hung in her room, and I swear to you, her paintings look so similar. Every time I see a prairie schooler, especially a winter scene, because she did a lot of winter scene paintings, every time I see a prairie schooler pattern, it makes me think of her paintings. So I wonder if my mother-in-law would let me borrow one. Uh, and she would paint things like the winter one that I'm thinking of that my mother-in-law has is a picture of uh, they lived on a farm and the kids had to go down walk to school, and so the one room schoolhouse was just over the hill from where they lived, and so she did a painting of my mother-in-law who was one of the littlest ones in the family, was waiting at the fence watching the kids either go to or come home from school. And you can see the little schoolhouse, the one room schoolhouse in the background, and you can see the kids walking. Then you can see my mother-in-law standing at the fence waiting for the kids to come home. But they are so similar to how these stitches look. So maybe she'll let me share it with you guys sometime. So Button Up by the Prairie Schooler is in the shop. Hello, Cindy. So glad you're here. Sandy's making Button Up. I'm so mad at myself. I stitched on 32 count and used one thread. It just isn't enough coverage, but kept going. I should have started over. That is frustrating. That would be so neat to see the paintings. What a treasure that picture must be. Yeah, my mother-in-law loves it, and to hear the story behind it is kind of cool too. And then also new in the shop is Twin Peak Snowman 2020 by Twin Peak Primitives. So that's listed in the shop as well. Those are all the new patterns that I have for you. And then I made a little bit of progress this week. I so miss stitching and sewing. I look forward to a day when I can have more time and get back to it a little bit more. But in the meantime, I'm just fitting in what I can here and there. So I'm working on Flea Market Flowers. I still would love to get this one done sooner rather than later. My hope was in January. I don't know if I'll finish it in January, but I'm almost done. I made some progress here on this block. I've got that other flower to do, and then I can move on. But this is Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt, and I'm almost done. I just have a little bit more to go. Just a little bit. So I made a little progress on that this week. And then yesterday, I did just plunk down and stitched on my Sabbath stitch. So for my Sabbath stitch, I am doing A Savior's Praise by Shakespeare Peddler. How do you fit in stitching, Angela? Do you have a set time? You really were watching my I was like, oh, that one's really cute. I'm gonna get that in the shop. Oh, that one's cute too. I'm gonna get that one in the shop too. That button-up one especially reminds me of my husband's grandma's paintings. That one just really reminds me of it. So, do I have a set time for stitching? I do not. I mean, I try to sit down at the end of every day and stitch if possible. Usually, my day goes get up in the morning, get everybody ready for school, like make sure they're moving along, keep going. Come on, we got to go. We got to go. And get my little one up, get her ready, have breakfast. Then we all head out the door. And now that the shop is no longer in our home, we drop the kids off at school and then we go to the shop and we spend the morning at the shop. Lately, which has been fabulous, the mornings have been spent trying to fulfill orders and trying to keep up with orders, which is awesome. And so we fill orders all morning. If we get done with orders, then we work on other stuff like cutting up kits or getting stitch along stuff ready, getting stuff into the system, putting inventory into the system, doing all that kind of stuff. But then we leave and we come home so that my little one can have a little bit of time at home to play, so she's not just living at the shop all day. And so, we come home at, like, we have to get the stuff to the post office by 11:30 because they have lunch hour at 11:30. So we put everything in the wagon, and my little one pushes the wagon to the post office, and we drop the stuff off. Then we come home, and she has playtime here. We take Henry for a walk, we eat lunch, and then after she goes down, my husband stays here, and he works from home in the afternoon with her while she's napping. And I usually go back to the shop, except for days that I have live streams. So I go back to the shop and then I try to crank through as much as I can. Then I go and I pick the kids up from school and then they come back to the shop with me. Usually it's just the boys because the girls are in basketball right now. So the boys come back and they help out with whatever tasks I have for them to do, like cutting down boxes and getting them out to the dumpster or sweeping the shop or, doing stuff like that. Putting together floss kits, helping me if I have more shipping to do. So we do that in the afternoon. Then we pick up the girls from basketball, and then we all come home, we all eat supper together, and then the evening is like, people getting showers done, people getting stuff ready for school, homework. My oldest one always has homework that she's gotta do. Usually at that time, I try to sit down and do stuff, but this year so far, my evening has been filled with getting collections online or doing computer work for the shop. So I bring stuff home at the end of the shop day that I can't, I'm not going to be able to run back to the shop. So I want to get it done at home. So my stitching time in the evenings has now been traded out for getting collections online, getting invoices sent for new collections that have arrived, that or quilt kits that have been cut up, all that kind of stuff. So my shop time has been limited. So this last weekend, I was able to get some flea market flower stitching done. I think Friday and Saturday night, I did that. And then I worked on my Sabbath stitch yesterday. And I was going to go back to the shop yesterday because the girls and I went to the shop on Saturday and we got caught up on orders. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. We got caught up on orders. And then we were going to go back yesterday, but we got a bunch of snow. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to sit and stitch. So that's probably more information than you wanted to know, but that's our day in a nutshell. Hello, Vanessa. So sorry if the question has already been asked. Will invoices be sent this week for the February stitch alongs? So my goal, Vanessa, is to have the invoices sent Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like on Friday and then over the weekend. I'm a little concerned. There's a lot of floss that is back ordered right now, especially classic colorwork stuff. So I'm in the process. The order has come, it's here. I'm in the process of going through it to see what we've received and to try to get anything that they didn't have to hopefully they have it in stock now. So I need to work through that part of it. So that's the only hitch right now is trying to figure out what is on back order. But as you know, we are working to get ahead. So I've also ordered already everything that we need for March, everything that we need for April, and then pretty soon here I'm going to order everything we need for May so that we're going to start getting ahead and hopefully these back order issues will be less and less. Fingers crossed, that's my hope. So I'm aiming for this weekend, Vanessa. I think we will just call you Wonder Woman, says Trish. You do hardly. I still feel there's work to do. You guys know my expectations, and I feel like in some areas we are not meeting those expectations. And so I just ask for you to please be patient while we have bumps in the road due to growth, because it's exciting and it's good, and that's what we want to have happen. But then it's our job to respond to that. And so, and sometimes putting in the corrections or the corrective actions to improve takes time to do. So I just hope that you guys will bear with us during the bumps in the road. And if anything falls through the cracks, just send me an email, let me know, and we will be sure that we get it done for you. But just please hang in there with us. We are going to get it down to a smooth running operation at some point. Must be adorable seeing her pull the wagon of orders. Yeah, did I show you guys that? So she likes to push it. I had a video. I showed it to you guys once. Let me see if I can find it quick. She looks so forward. Oh my gosh. Well, this was just here. Look, I'll share this with you. Oh my gosh, this is not a great picture. And look how young we look. I don't know why this was up on my screen. But this was us when our four were little. You can see the oxygen tanks in the background. This is, I think, the first time we had them outside. First time we took them outside. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Um, Let me see if I can find it quick, and if I can't, then I'm just gonna move on. But oh yeah, here it is. Here's a little video of her pushing the wagon to the post office. She loves to do that every day. She gets so excited about it. And sometimes she goes super fast. So part of it is downhill, like that part that she's on right there is downhill. So she starts pushing and I'm like, slow down. You're gonna run away. We're gonna have a runaway wagon. I do, Sandy. Yes, I have quadruplets. So we have an older one who is 14. She's going to be 15 soon in just a couple weeks, 3 weeks maybe. She's going to be 15. And then we have quadruplets who are 13 and we have a 3-year-old. So yes. So cute. How many kids do you have? Oh, we have 6 total. Six kiddos and a dog, Henry. Anyway, this is Sabbath Stitch by Shakespeare Peddler. I'm loving it. Here is the progress that has been made. Look, I've got my letters almost all done. I was really hoping to finish the letters last night, and then I just didn't. I'm kind of jumping all over the place with this. So originally I was starting up here and I thought, okay, I'm going to do it across the top. But then I really felt like I needed the structure of this top alphabet section. So I kind of want to keep working over. And for the longest time, I feel like I was scared to switch to page 2. And so I kept dragging my feet, like I'm just going to stay on page 1. And then finally, when I was doing the letters, I finally switched over to page 2. I was like, what is your problem? Just move to page 2. I don't know. I don't know what my problem was, but I'm really liking it. I'm loving the stitching. I'm loving Lori's color changes. I'm using her color changes. I have one regret that occurred to me last night. So there's one letter that is a different color than everything else, and it's the W. I can't remember what color it is. It's maybe teal frost or something. I don't remember. I think it is teal frost. And I wish that I would have noticed that sooner and I would have done an H, which is our last name, the first letter of our last name, in the different color and stitch the W something else. So, but I didn't want to pull it out. I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to leave it as is, but just a note for anybody else who is stitching this, if you want to have your letter be the highlighted letter, then stitch your W something else, unless of course your last name starts with W. But that was the thought that occurred to me last night as I was finishing up with this. And I thought, I don't want to rip that out. I'm not going to do it. So darling, so sweet. Must be so fun. Yes. I'm sorry, you guys. I thought people out here knew that. But yes. Yes, we do. We have quadruplets that were born very, very early. So they had kind of a rough start to life, and it was a stressful and emotional first few years. I was surprised that picture was on my phone. I don't know why it was up. So good progress yesterday. I was happy with the progress that I made. I wish I would have finished the rest of the alphabet, but I'm close. I'm close, close, close. Very nice. Hi, Julie. That's great progress, Angela. Thank you, Lori. Little by little. Keep plugging away at it. I feel like once I have the structure of that frame kind of outlined, then it might go a little bit faster. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. It's so beautiful, Angela, says Kim. You got a ton of letters done. Those take a while to stitch. Still loving the 40 count. I am still loving the 40 count. Yes, I am loving it. I obviously have to use magnification. Last night as I was stitching, I was having a flashback to the conversation that we had about me getting bifocals and that The doctor says I need them, and I'm like, I don't need them. I'm not going to get them. And you guys are saying you should get them. So as I was stitching last night, the thought did occur to me, I wonder how much better I would be able to see through this magnifying glass with bifocals, and if it would make that much of a difference. I don't know. So my stubbornness is starting to soften slightly towards the possibility of getting bifocals, but I'm not there yet. And just because it's starting to soften means that it could be another 5 years, because that's how stubborn I can be. I'm really enjoying this stitch, says Laura. Me too. I'm enjoying it too. Slow and steady wins the race. Will you get them if I tell you to, Angela? Oh my gosh, Lori. Oh, that just adds a whole other layer of pressure. I don't know. Oh, I do need to go get new glasses. I've already told you these. I got like part of the seal is missing. I do need something because it's driving me crazy and I can't see very well. Um, I don't know. Oh, go, Lori. Sharon's going to be your partner in crime with that. Sharon's always given me a hard time. Just get the bifocals. I feel like I'm too young. Is 45 not too young? I feel like I'm too young. I'm just going to stick with that. Hello, Julie. Thank you, everyone, for the prayers. I'm very slowly getting better, but getting better nonetheless. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Sandy, did I send you an invoice for Savior's Praise? I'll have to look. You send me an email to follow up on that, and I will do that. Sandy. Just get the Walmart $9 frames and really cheap plastic lenses. So if you don't like them, well, sometimes I do put Lori's readers over my glasses at like the 2.5 or 3.0. I put those over my glasses, and it does make a difference. Lori Holy has spoken. It does not autocorrect to Lori Holy anymore. So apparently I've learned how to type your last name appropriately. But every time at the beginning, I would type in Lori Holt and it would always autocorrect to Holy. So my kids know you as Lori Holy. But now, do you know what is autocorrected to? Hot. So lately it's been autocorrecting to Lori Hot. I'm like, oh my gosh, is she holy? Is she hot? I don't know what's going on. I just wish it would be right. Lori Holt. Lori said, so you have to get them. That is funny. Go for those bifocals. No one can tell with the new ones I've been wearing for many years, and I'm not old. I'm stubborn too, so I understand, but I can also be bossy if you ask me to. Me too. It's like a mixture of stubborn, sassiness, and my kids will tell you that I can be super bossy. Like, we have fun the majority of the time, but my kids know when I mean business, and they know what the expectations are, and they know that if they do not meet them, then there's going to be trouble. So we might be kind of alike, Lori. Bring your cross stitch to the eye doctor with you. Oh, well, there you go. I was 36. You were, Sharon? Oh, I resisted, says Kara, but my life is so much easier with them, at least for stitching. Yeah, I should probably just do it. Lori Holt, yes, be bossy. She needs them. If you get no line bifocals, no. I know. You already wear glasses. There's no difference. There's no difference. It's just me being silly. It's just me being difficult. I need new glasses too. I don't know why the eye doctor gives me anxiety. You get the ones that don't show. So yes, I know. Lori Holt hot. I know. Like, what is the deal? I wish my name autocorrected to out of nowhere. My kids think I'm the meanest mom ever. I need it on a shirt. Oh, Elizabeth, I have been there, my friend. It's okay. It's okay. They need to think that sometimes. So try not to let it make you feel too bad. There were some days when my older five were all little at the same time. I had 5 kids that were 1 year old and under. So it was just a lot. And so, and then that proceeded into toddlerhood. And my husband would come home and I would just be like, I have said nothing but no all day long. Like it's just not fun sometimes. It is not fun sometimes. So sometimes they're going to think that you're the meanest mom on earth. And that's just, it's okay. It's okay. I got mine at 45, Jeanette. You did 2 years later, and it's the best decision. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And you said the same about the thread. Aren't you the one who said it was the best purchase I ever made, getting that box of Lori Holt thread? And you're the one that convinced me to just take the plunge, like, just do it. You're going to be doing applique. Just get the big box of thread. Was it you, Jeanette, that said that? Bifocals have nothing to do with age. It's what your eyes need if you need them. If it will help your eyes, be kind to them and do it. Oh, now there's logic. You had to throw logic into the mix. Logic beats stubbornness. I know, right? That's so funny. Mean mom's rule. Just like, you're not being mean on purpose. I mean, it would be one thing if you were like, really being mean, but you're just trying to implement discipline and expectations, and there's nothing wrong with that. And hopefully someday they will thank you for it. But not all at once. That must have been wild. It was crazy, Sandy. It was good though. I mean, fun, good. Tammy, you've been outnumbered, so shall I make you an appointment? I ordered the big box of thread today. Yay! You did it, Becky. I'm so excited. It is so nice to pull from that box of thread. Every time I get it out, I'm like, okay, which one? It's so nice to have all the colors right there that you need to match. Oh, you are on the fence. Who was it then? Maybe it was Debbie. Maybe it was, I can't remember. But somebody said to me when they got it, they said that was the best purchase I ever made, was getting that box of thread. And it convinced me to think more about it. She's saying once she'll get them. We've been saying it for a year. And does she listen to us? You sound like my husband. Somebody else has to say it to me, and then I'll be like, oh, really? And then I'll come home and I'll say to my husband, somebody just said this to me today. And he goes, I told you that like 2 months ago. Why don't you listen to me? Why does somebody else need to say it to you? Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear you say it. Gets frustrated with saying, I just tell her it means I'm doing my job as a parent. That is right, Stephanie. At 22, I was nearsighted, but for correction, my first bifocals made no sense to me 10 years later. LASIK, but now noticing reading glasses will be in my future. Are retired, but I really want. Is the box of thread for hand stitching only, or can I use it can all be used in your machine. Yeah, it can all be used in your machine. She did the one that I'm talking about. Here, I'll show it to you. And then we got to go, but I'll show it to you quick right now because I have it right here. So there are a few different boxes. This is Aura Floss. So this is for like embroidery, hand stitching, that kind of stuff. But this is the Cadillac of thread boxes. Look, it's so pretty. And so this can all be used in your machine. And Lori has said that. So I'm not making that up. She has said that herself. It can all be used in your machine. My strong-willed child sent me a text last night apologizing for her 8-year-old self. Oh, see, she gets it now that she has kids of her own. If you aren't taking flack, you aren't over the target. If kids think you are mean more times than not, you are doing a good job of parenting. Is it the flea market flowers kit, Tammy? Because that's still on my radar for you. And you aren't the only one who's asked for that. There have been others who have asked for it as well. I guess just Google search. So who has any left? Google is your best shopping friend. Yeah. So I knew I heard her say it. It can all be used on your machine. So she says, yes, it sure can. It's so. Oh, I want Autumn Love too. That's one that I'm really sad that I missed out on doing. So Tammy, that's still on my radar as well. And I know that with all of Lori's B basics, you can switch out, you can use some of her other fabrics to put together an Autumn Love kit. It seems very daunting to me to take on that task, but it is possible. And I would love to do Autumn Love at some point because that's one that I'm really bummed that I missed out on. So I'm hoping for one of our throwback quilt alongs, our Lori Holt throwbacks, that we could do Autumn Love at some point. But there's some homework that needs to be done first before I can tackle that. Came to me searching for a thread so he can start trying lures. I'll have to start looking up the good stuff. Yes, don't let him take your thread for that. Say, no, you're not welcome to it. No, thank you. Okay, you guys. So it has been so fun chatting with you. I had some goodies for you today, some progress to share. Oh, let's do these giveaways quickly. Okay. I almost forgot. Okay, so for the tin mug, the new person, which hopefully you will reach out and contact me via email so that you can actually win your prize, is Lisa Henderson. You were on here before. I don't know if you've stuck it out with us this long, but I am super excited. Super excited. Lisa Henderson, you have won the cookbook tin mug, which is super, super cute. Reach out to me, claim your prize, and I will get that in the mail to you. I haven't started shipping giveaway stuff from our release parties yet, but that's on my to-do list. So hopefully that will happen soon. And then the needle minder, this cute little, oh my gosh, he does? You let him use it for his, for the flies for fishing? Oh my gosh. You're welcome, Lisa. And then for the needle minder, the pink flamingo needle minder from Bev at Flamingo Toes goes to Gayleen Moss. Gayleen, congratulations. Contact me to claim your prize. And then the prize that we're going to be giving away next week. Hold on, you guys. You're going to be so excited. Okay. Not all of these. Not all of these, but look what I have for giveaways, people. Look what I have for giveaways. We have for the upcoming weeks. I'm super excited to show my love for my happy little stitchers. We had some panels that arrived that I have had made by our friend Sharon into these beautiful project bags. He says it's the best variety of colors and a natural fiber. Oh my gosh, there are so many uses for Lori Holt's thread. Debbie. Yes, so Lori bags, look at these. So the panel, as you guys know, I have on order. It's not going to be in until probably early April is the estimate right now. Hopefully that'll move up, but who knows? And the zippers are on back order as well, hopefully early April, same time frame. I have both of them on order. I've ordered a ton, so they will be coming. But in the meantime, to tide you over, not all of these are going as a giveaway. So don't get too excited yet. But I'm going to grab two. I'm just going to grab two, a big and a small. So you will get a set. This is what the drawing is going to be for next week. A big and a small Lori Holt project bag. So you'll get these two. This is the drawing for next week. I'm super excited to offer this. These are the double zippers that are Lori zippers. And this is from her project bag panel, of course, which will be back in stock along with the zippers. Will be back in stock in early April is the estimate right now. I'll keep you up to date if that changes, but right now the estimate for these is early April. And here is the prize for next week. So there's a question in the description box below. Please answer that question in the comment field after the video is done in order to win, be put in the drawing to win these bags. Also, you are welcome, Gayleen. Also, please be sure to give us a thumbs up. Give our video a thumbs up. Please be sure to comment, answer the question below. That's how you get entered into the drawing. Drawings can only go to US shipping addresses for right now. So please keep that in mind when you're participating. And please be sure you follow Happy Little Stitch Shop on Instagram or Facebook. And please join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. So do all of those things. Give us a thumbs up, follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow our YouTube channel. So please be sure you subscribe. Do all of those things and you'll be entered into the drawing, which we will draw next week on our Flosstube. And then these bags will go to a winner for next week. So thank you so much to Sharon for sewing these up for me because she knows that I would not have time. And I had this idea and I thought, oh, I want to do this. But if it were happening at my pace with everything that's going on, it wouldn't happen for years. And so I wanted to get them done. And Sharon was kind enough to take that task on for me. So thank you so, so much. So this is the prize for next week. Yay. I'm going to set these over here. And that's all I have for you guys. Lori says, thanks, Angela. I hope the winners love them. Me too. I'm sure that they will. These bags have been a hot, hot ticket. So I'm sure that they will. Okay, you guys, hopefully that kicks off your week on a really good note. We're going to have a fabulous week ahead of you. I will see you guys on Thursday for our quilting live stream. So please be sure to join me on Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And keep an eye out for invoices this week. That's my hope. I'm going to be working to get stuff done really quickly for you guys. Have a fabulous week, everybody. Thank you so much for taking time to come and hang out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you again on Thursday. Happy stitching, everyone. Thanks, Lori. It was good to see you. Take care, everybody.